Hello everyone, it's Cherry Waves and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be recreating the Versace Fall fashion show from 2006. I'm gonna put some images up here so you can see what they look like. They're very blue, very frosty. I actually did this makeup look last year for Christmas, but I'm trying to get more into the spirits of the fall and winter season since we're just ending the summer. It is currently August 29th as of when I'm filming this, and I can already feel it. There is sargassum in that Florida beach water. The mosquitoes are biting. Those roaches are trying to enter our homes. So spray every window and every door with Raid and get yourself whatever you need to stop the little critters from coming into your home. But that doesn't mean we can't be beautiful when we go to give the roach la chancla. With that changing of the season, my makeup also goes from being a little bit more subtle to something a little bit more bold, a little bit more dramatic, you know what I mean? And I got a blue shirt on. I have blue hair for today. It's only temporary. I'm gonna be washing it out later today. It's just those cans of blue spray that you put in your hair temporarily. I had one left over and I'm like, why not? I'm doing a blue makeup look. Let's go full circle. So I already have my base on, I have my skin tint, I have my contour and concealer on for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the actual eyeshadow, and we're going to be mixing two shades. So I am going to be taking this shade right here, this blue one, called Butterfly, from this Corpse Bride palette called Why So Blue. Oh, we're fitting full circle into the blue theme. We're going to be taking this shade of blue right here called Butterfly from the Why So Blue palette, and it's a beauty creation palette in collaboration with Corpse Bride. And we're going to be mixing Butterfly with this blue right here called Personal Space from this palette called Do Not Disturb, and I believe it is from BH Cosmetics. I'm not entirely sure. This was a gift, but they got some beautiful shades here, some gorgeous shimmer, and I might be using a couple of these for the looks. But for right now, let's go ahead and mix Butterfly and Personal Space and put that all over the top lid. The hair out of the way. And if it looks messy, don't worry. We will be cleaning it up with a Q-tip afterwards. I'll go ahead and use a handheld mirror to help me. Oh, that's a lot better than just looking at myself through the viewfinder. Awesome. One thing you're going to notice, one thing you're gonna notice about this look is tight lining both top and bottom is not necessary. I have been looking at these reference photos and it does not seem like they have any part of their eye tight lined, at least not their lash line, at their bottom lash line. So I'm sticking true to that, but of course, if I feel like I might need at least a little bit of top line on the top eye, I'm gonna go ahead and add that. But for right now, we're keeping it like this. with whatever is left on the brush. I'm just gonna go right under here, bring that through. You might need a little more. Go ahead and do that. And if it looks messy, don't worry, we can always fix it. And it is a very bold makeup look. So yeah, we're going a little bit all out with this one, but looks a little messy, and that's okay. Makeup is about having fun, and I will fix it up. And I think I'm actually going to tightline with white just a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead, do that off camera and fix up a little bit, put some concealer if I need to, and I'll be right back. Let's actually take some on my finger and just dab. I think this method might actually work better. Yeah, this actually works a lot better than maybe using the brush, at least for me. We all do makeup how we see fit. And that's the point of makeup, for fun, for self-expression. So, you wanna use a brush? Use a brush. You wanna use your finger? Use your finger, whatever works for you. I'm just giving you a guideline. Okay, so I have the two blues mixed together. They're kind of creating, I'm back. I've cleaned up a little bit at the bottom, a little bit at the top. And now we are going to take another shade. What shade do I want to use? Taking this Natasha Denona mini palette, I am going to mix this gray and this black, just really gently, not too much. I don't want a big mess. Where is my handheld mirror? Perfect, much better. And we're just kind of gonna go up here and almost like you would create a cat eye right here in that inner corner. Start buffing that out. And again, if it doesn't look perfect, that's okay. We can always fix that afterwards. Q-tip, any form of micellar water of your choice. And quite frankly, this is just what I do. If you can see it, let me turn it over so the camera can see. Right there. Oop. Roll the lid on that so it does not spill. And then we come in over here and just kind of start carving out almost like a cat eye shape. And there we go. It's up to you to make it how short or how long you desire. It's up to you, you know your eyes. Now, coming back to that Corpse Bride palette, I'm going to go ahead and use Sweet Lilies. Oh, Sweet Lilies right here. This purplish shade. I'm actually gonna go ahead and mix that with a little bit of Ethereal Lover right here. And we're just gonna put that on the bottom. So that's how that's looking. And I'm gonna go ahead and just tight line the top eye with just a little bit of dark eyeliner because I want to go in with a little bit more black up here. So I went ahead and tight lined with black above my lash line really gently, and I'm gonna go back in with this tiny one to just finish with that big fluffy brush. Could not. And it's gonna be blended out by that big one again, so does not need to be perfect, just to get that black in there, to get that smoky eye effect. Very light tap. And now we're gonna go in. And you see how that black just brings all of it together. And if I need to fix this up and just add a tiny bit more blue, I will. I'm just trying to first get all this. Awesome. So I'm actually gonna go ahead with this Colourpop Hello Kitty tropical tiny mini palette. This one's called Coco Cutie. And this is what it looks like. It's so cute. So hang 10. Just gonna take a little bit of that and put some more blue up here. Really make that blue pop because I felt like putting a little bit of that black really kind of canceled out the blue, and that defeats the purpose because this is a blue look. Oh, look at that. Look how it brought back so much blue into the eye. Going to take the other end of that same Q-tip we used earlier. And make sure to clean up right here, the top of the brow. I did not shave them this weekend, so I apologize. I'll probably be shaving them tomorrow for work on Sunday. Okay. Make sure you clean it nice and well, because we are going to add some white up there. NYX Jumbo eyeliner in the shade of white. We're going to come up here on our brow bone and just kind of start with that white up top. We're gonna blend it out, so don't worry if it's a little messy. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna blend it out. This is absolutely a trust the process kind of makeup look, and you will see once it's all done. Okay, put that on pinky and just start slowly blending. It might turn a little blue, so if that's the case, just flip over to a clean finger so you can keep blending that outward. And again, if you need to use the Q-tips on the side to help you with this, by all means, go ahead. I need to fix my eyebrows after this, so I will do my eyebrows off camera once I finish blending all this out. Eyebrows are done. I've kind of blended and cleaned that out just a tiny bit. And now it's time for the shimmer, fan brush. And here I have the Diamond Bomb from Fenty Beauty. Yeah, I got it a couple years ago as a birthday present from Sephora, and I don't use it often, but when I do, I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead, add some shimmer up there. It's not too noticeable, that is okay, because I'm going to go in with some other shimmers. I normally wear a pink shimmer, and this one's just like a regular white shimmer, so I just wanted something more subtle, because this is a very like, the eye makeup is definitely the focus of the look. I'm going to quickly do my lips because they're very pale, very nude, so I'm gonna line them, put some concealer on them, and then put a gloss over them. Forgive me, as you can see, faded. I'm so sorry. I cannot tell you the shade. All I can really say is that it's a NYX lip liner. Where's the handheld mirror? So the lip liner's on, and I'm going to do something tiny bit controversial, because as you can see, they have extremely pale lips in these photos. This is the NYX Pro Fix Sticks. It's a correcting concealer, and this one is in the shade, I am a tiny bit confused, so if you guys can read that, yeah. If not, I will link it below. So, pale lips. I already had the Vaseline on. That's why I started doing the lips. That's because the Vaseline was more or less dry. Make sure your hands are clean. This is a very pale color. The last thing you want to do is mix it with the blue. Unless your goal is to have blue lips, in that case, go right ahead. But I want to keep it true to the makeup, to the runway. So I'm paling out my lips. And once I finish that, if I need to realign the lip liner, I will. It's a little bit more up here. And I actually really like this combo of for a nude lip. Like, you could leave it right here and that's it, at least for the lips. But I'm gonna go ahead and use a little topper for this. If I can find it, so just give me 1 second. I found it. This is the NYX I'm sorry, excuse me. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. And I love this color. Let me show you. You don't need a whole lot, just a tiny bit. And you see how it takes it from that very pale, almost white color it had, and it gives it more like a soft pinky color, like a flesh color. That's what I like. It's a flesh color to me. And once again, the never-ending Sisyphusian rock of reapplying lip liner. There we are. And the look does not call for any blush, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on a more like bronzy kind of sienna toned blush. Same one I used last time, the About Face Cheek Freak in the shade Raunchy. Very light, honestly, not too much, because it's a very pale look, as you can see. I just want a little bit to add just a pinch of color to my face. Don't think I've forgotten about that glitter. So, Corpse Bride palette. Once again, I adore this palette. I use this palette for a lot. There's some couple brown shades here, so I mix that in sometimes with my Colourpop Stone Fox palette. And God, it's gorgeous. I love it. So yeah, just adding right here, closing off that gap. Look at that. Isn't it so pretty? Yeah. Right here. I need a little more. Get all that good shimmer. And there we are. Do you see that shimmer? Do you see her? She looks pretty. And sometimes what I do with that same shade, Baby's Breath, sometimes I use the pink one, which is Wedding Cake, or the one under it, which is Moonlight. But with that Baby's Breath, just a tiny bit of highlight, because this is a very bright and shimmery look, and I love that. Sometimes I'll put it on my lip, but not with this one, not with this look in particular. So that's it. I've curled my lashes, so let me go put on mascara, and I'll show you mascara on. Put on just a little bit more highlight and dab that on. But this is the overall look. It's very simple. If you have a blue palette, you can easily do this. A blue palette, a black eyeshadow, and a couple of white shimmers, you're good to go. Let me show you up close. This is, once again, the Versace Fall fashion show from 2006. This is the makeup the models were wearing, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial and listening to me yap. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.